Well, okay, everybody, we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm sure some people are going to trickle in, but just for the sake of time so we can stay on schedule, we'll go ahead and get going. My name is Candace Prince. I am the Assistant Director of Fine Arts for Socorro ISD. And first of all, I'm so happy that you guys decided to wake up on a Saturday morning and come hang out with us. So thank you so much for coming. You are greatly appreciated. You look beautiful in the morning. You have a glow. And so I am going to turn it over to a couple of the people who helped organize this event before we get going into the details of how it's going to run. And so first and foremost, let me introduce to you Mr. Sam Garcia from Isleta ISD.
Hello, everybody. I am Sam Garcia. I work for YISD or Isleta ISD, and I'm the instructional specialist and gallery curator for our district. I would like to welcome you all to this wonderful event. We worked real hard to get it all together, and I hope really that you guys have a lot of fun with this and find the colleges that you guys would like to attend and further your education. Thank you. All right, and I would like to.
Thank you so much, Mr. Garcia.
Okay. And I would like to introduce Macca Jones.
How y'all doing this morning? Good morning. All right, my name is Macca Jones. I'm the visual arts specialist for Socorro Independent School District. I'd like to thank you all for taking some time out this morning, your day, to attend this event that we planned for you. I'd like to thank all the colleges and universities for being here as well. This is the second time that we ventured out doing this. This is the first time we're doing it virtually. So please bear with us for any technical difficulties we may have today, but we have a fantastic event for you. So thank you once again.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jones. And also we have Melissa Barba from the Rubin Center and representing UTEP.
Awesome. So good morning. Hello, Andrea. Good morning. My name is Melissa Barba, and I'm the Assistant Director at the Stanley and Gerald Rubin Center for the Visual Arts at UTEP. So I hope everyone is I can't even speak. I need more coffee. I hope everyone is as excited as we are. I don't know why I can't speak this morning. To host you guys. We've been working really hard in the past few weeks to create this opportunity. And I actually think it's even a little bit more exciting virtually, although it would be nice to be in person. But we have a really exceptional group of colleges and universities who are going to be speaking to you today. We have 26 to be exact, and we're excited to welcome these colleges and universities to our beautiful city of El Paso, Texas. So hopefully this year's virtual, maybe next year you guys can come visit so we can show you our sunsets, among other things. Before we get started, I would like to thank a few people on the committee who made this day possible. This committee is made of district facilitators and universities. So first and foremost, I'd like to thank Candy Prince, who's the Assistant Director at the Socorro Independent School District. Virtual clap. I don't even know what that looks like. And then we also have Macca Jones from Socorro Independent School District, who's the visual arts facilitator. Thanks, Macca. And we have Samuel Garcia from the Isleta Independent School District, who is the gallery curator and fine arts instructional specialist. And we also have somebody who couldn't be with us now, but was a big part of planning this, Sorella Aguilar, who is from the El Paso Community College. So in addition to today's events, we're going to be talking a little bit more about some of these things unfolding, but there's been some videos that have been created for students and teachers to help better inform and prepare you for applying out to colleges and making sure that you guys are ready for a really positive experience so that you can best showcase what you do best. So a special thanks to some of the portfolio or some of the teachers who taught some of these videos who are from EPCC. We have Zoe Spiliotti, Isadora Stowe, and Brack Morrow. So we're really grateful for them taking time to create these videos. So Macca will tell you a little bit more about this in a little bit. Thank you again for joining us. Again, we're so excited to see you guys. We've been working really hard to make this day happen. So it is nice to see everybody here and awake on a Saturday. So I hope you guys enjoy your day. And I'll give it back to Candy, who's going to start the session.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Melissa. And just to kind of reiterate, thank you to Adam from YSD for creating that awesome poster. I don't know if you guys saw it, but it's super cool. It's funky. You can totally tell it's an art event. And so we appreciate that. Thank you to all the volunteers who are here. Thank you to Mr. Jones, Mr. Garcia, Melissa, Sorella, definitely our EPCC professors, Zoe, Brack, Frank, Isadora. Thank you to Mr. Martinez, who's the director of SISD Fine Arts. And then most important, thank you students for waking up and being awesome and trying to get into art school. And thank you colleges for coming to El Paso. Clearly we couldn't do this unless both of you guys were here. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Before I get into how you guys are gonna do the agenda throughout the day, I'm just gonna turn it over to Mr. Jones so he can explain. You guys know you can win stuff, right? There is a raffle. You got the email, you got the handout. I have a gambling problem, so I would do that if I were you because I love winning stuff. And so it's super duper easy. Mr. Jones is going to tell you a little bit about it, and then it'll kick back to me and I'll tell you how the event runs, and then we are done for the general session. So Mr. Jones, if you could explain the raffle to them.
Okay, so if you look in your chat, you'll see that there are 4 documents that have been downloaded into the chat. One of them says attendee raffle form. So if you go ahead and look at that, that is actually what I'm going to be talking about today. So what we have is 10 gift baskets that we put together. It's a collection of art supplies, some swag that some of the colleges and universities have actually donated to us for this. And we're going to have 10 giveaways for this raffle. It's going to be held 2 weeks from now, February 6, 2021. And that form that I have you looking at, no, you did not receive it? I'm getting a bunch of no's. Maybe it's in our emails. Can you download that again, Candy, if possible? I don't know.
Yeah, they did get it in their email, but they're saying they don't see it in the chat. So I'll put it in the chat right now, guys.
Okay, cool, cool. All right, so the first session that you can get credit for is the one that you're actually in now, and that's the general session. So you can just check that off right away as soon as you get your document. And then you have to do 5 sessions today, okay? You have to do 5 sessions. Now, attendance will be taken for each session, so we are going to verify and make sure that you did this and not just type in any old thing. So every session that you go to today, as I said, 5, you go ahead and you fill out that, it's a fillable document. And then also, Melissa did talk about the videos that we had put together for you. They are on Nearpod, so we're gonna take attendance on those as well. Just to give you an idea of what they are. One is how to photograph your artwork. Another is how to create your own portfolio website. The other is how to talk about your artwork. And then last but not least, etiquette for a successful college interview, okay? So all these are really important to you. That's why we put them together. So make sure that you watch all 4 videos, attend 5 sessions, fill that form out, email it to Ms. Prince, and then 2 weeks later, we'll have our raffle and you can win one of the 10 baskets. And back to you, Candy.
Super easy, guys, super easy. You're here, so check. Attend 5 college presentations, check, 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 check. And then make sure you watch those EPCC videos to get you ready for your portfolio reviews. Check, 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 you are done. Okay, so you might be wondering what we're raffling. So we're gonna have a basket for you. The colleges have made donations of some shirts and pins and hats and stuff. And we're also gonna throw in some cool art supplies for you guys, some tote bags, things like that. So we know how expensive art supplies can be. So definitely wanna give you guys some of that. So make sure you do the raffle. Okay, so just to double check, in the chat, you should see the raffle form now. You should also see the agenda for the different links throughout the day, but you already have that in your email, so no biggie. You should have already had the raffle handout in your email. You should have already had the agenda in your email. So the 2 new forms in the chat, do you see it says brief explanation? And the other one says how to handout. So I'm gonna go ahead and screen share and we're gonna go over these just to make sure you know how today runs, okay? So the first one is a brief explanation of how today is gonna go. All right, so if you look, we have 26 colleges in attendance, and Melissa, you can see my screen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Yes. Okay, so we have 26 colleges in attendance, 32 volunteers, and over 180 students have registered. So what's going to happen is you kind of like get to do like a buffet of colleges today. All right. So each college is going to have 10 to 15 minutes to do a presentation about who they are and what they have to offer. And the way that you access those college presentations is on the agenda that I emailed to you. And it's the same way you got into this meeting, I'm assuming. You're going to click on the Zoom link. So make sure you pay attention to the time. You got to make sure you're at the right time. Okay. So that's how you get into those sessions. You're going to click on the link. Okay. And so accessing any pre-recorded videos. So do you guys see on your agenda, there's 2 colleges that could not be here today? And it says pre-recorded video. There's no Zoom link for them. Okay. So I know on the handout, when you click it, it says there's a link and it takes you to SISD. We're having problems with the web page right now. So this is how you get to them. And that's why I wanted to put the handout in the chat. So right now, can you please download the brief explanation handout from the chat and download the how-to file in the chat. So download both of those. Those are super important, okay? If you can't download it from the chat, I will email it to you, okay? So if you can't download it from the chat, I will email it to you. And Melissa, I can't see the chat, so can you read to me?
I think people are not able to access it, is what I mean.
Okay. Okay, so no worries. I will email it to you later. So just know the pre-recorded videos, if you can't get to them right now, I'm going to send you an email with that and you can access them that way, okay? So no biggie, don't worry about it. The next thing is when you go to your sessions, please make sure that you stay muted and you save the questions until the very end. This prevents interrupting the presenter. And so you never know because they might be answering your question as they do their presentation. So make sure you save questions until the end. Put your questions in the chat. And you guys are already good at that. I can see you know how to use that, okay? I would take notes and put the contact information down for the rep in case you want to get a hold of them. Because what if this session you run out of time and you're like, oh my gosh, that guy was so cool. I want to talk to them later. I've got questions. Write down their name and the school so you can get a hold of them. Okay, the next thing is at the end of the event, we want you to complete a post-event survey. And so, like I said, I'm going to email it to you. If you can't get it from the chat, don't freak out. You're going to get an email later, okay? So the cool thing, remember Mr. Jones said you could do a raffle by doing the raffle form? There's another way that you can be entered into the raffle, and that's by doing the survey at the end. So the survey is going to do 2 things. Number 1, it's going to enter you into the raffle again. Number 2, it's going to let you sign up for a portfolio review with the colleges that you liked. So today is your buffet day, right? You get to decide whether you like meatloaf or sushi or pizza. You get to see all the different colleges. And then once you decide which one you really like, that's when you sign up for the portfolio review, okay? And you're going to go to this form and it just says, which colleges do you want a one-on-one meeting with so they can look at your artwork and A, give you feedback, B, maybe get you a scholarship. So, so that won't happen today. What will happen today is where you get to sample them. The portfolio reviews will happen in February. So you get time to get ready for it, right? So you've got, those will start in February. Okay, so one-on-one reviews, like I said, will begin in February. So no rush. Today is just all about meeting the schools. Be sure to keep an eye on your email because I will be sending you the post-event survey and all the other details in case you forget, like, oh my gosh, I forgot what that college said. How do I get to the videos? I'm going to send you all that, so don't worry. Okay, so when you want to access the EPCC videos, I'm gonna email that as well. So Mr. Jones said we got to keep track of who came and watched those videos so that we can enter you in the raffle. Do you guys know anything about Nearpod? If you've ever used Nearpod, when you log in, please put your real name. Don't put like a nickname like Art Superstar, because we're not going to know who that is. So make sure you put your first and last name when you log in so we can make sure that you watch the videos for the raffle. Guys, really watch these because it's super great to get you ready for these reviews. Like, you know, how do you do an interview? How do you make a digital website for your artwork? How do you talk about your artwork really in a short amount of time and then tips on how to photograph. And so these will be super helpful, okay? Some colleges do not require a portfolio review to get into their college. And so just be aware, some colleges may not have it mandatory. Some colleges have it, and they have it mandatory. So when you go to these sessions, you're going to figure out who's who and what they want. So pay attention to that. Some of them will do a portfolio review, but it's not to get into the school. It's just maybe to qualify you for scholarships. Okay, so make sure your portfolios are super good and ready to go. Everything we're doing for you, we want to make sure to set you up for success. Now, guys, this is super important. On your agenda, did you notice that some of the college meetings are at the exact same time? And you're like, oh, that sucks because I wanted to go to both. Just go to one of them. No need to worry. We are recording everything. So when I email you later, like I said I would, I'm going to email you the YouTube channel link where all the videos will be. So if you missed a college you really wanted to see, you can go back and watch. Or say you were in a session and you're like, oh, I can't remember what they said. No problem. They're recorded. I will email you. That's why it's super important you check your email, okay? And then they're going to be on our YouTube channel. Just give me a little bit of time to get them uploaded. If you do SISD Fine Arts YouTube, you're going to find our channel. And there's already videos on there from the 2 colleges that couldn't make it today, okay? So just be aware of that. So that's pretty much how the day is going to run. And then the last thing I'm going to show you before I let you go sample your buffet is the how-to handout. Okay, this one's super simple. It's just got 3 things. Number 1, how to access the EPCC college videos in Nearpod. When you sign up to watch these, you're going to be entered into the raffle if you do everything else on the raffle form, okay? And so there's the 4 videos. That's helping you get ready for your interviews. Number 2, how do I sign up for one-on-one portfolio reviews with a college for February? I have the link right there. So, so you can access that by then, okay? And then how to be entered into our raffle. Way number 1, complete the post-event survey. Way number 2, complete the tasks on the raffle form that Mr. Jones already explained to you, okay? So before I close this out, I am going to ask if you have any questions in the chat. If you have any questions in the chat, go ahead and put them in now. We do have about 5 minutes remaining, and we'll take a minute and take questions. Does anybody need anything? Man, you guys are easy. Or maybe you're just sleepy.
Sleep.
We need coffee. Okay, so because, oh, what's the YouTube channel? Okay, so let me put that in there. Okay, so I'm just going to cut and paste and put that in there right now so that you can get access to those 2 colleges that aren't going to show up. They couldn't make it. They were very sad. But just so that you can go check those videos, because on your agenda, it does say something else. So I do want to make sure you know how to get there. And then Melissa, if you could read me if there's any other questions coming in. Man, they are easy. Oh my gosh. Okay. Here's how to get to the YouTube.
So one of the questions is I do not see how to document in the chat.
Oh, you don't see the documents in the chat. If you don't see the documents in the chat, it's probably because you just came in. So I'm going to put them in one more time. So here is the agenda for the day. And you should already have that, but just in case. Here is the raffle form. Okay, let me make sure I'm doing it to everybody. So hang tight. Okay, here's the agenda. It should go to everyone now. Here is the raffle form. Here is the brief explanation of how today is going to run. And then the last one is the how-to handout. That's how you signed up for the interviews, how you entered into the raffle. And so don't stress if you can't download them or if you didn't access them or you lost them. I'm going to send you guys an email at the end of the event. You'll get everything in your email. if you don't get an email from me, it is very important that you reach out to me by the end of the day on Sunday. If you're like, hey, I didn't get my email. Some of the emails, when I sent them out, they bounced back to me because there were typos or something when you entered them on accident. And if you are YISD student, please email me, because when I try to email you guys, your district blocks any outside emails. So it's not that we were ignoring you. It's just that your district is protecting you by not allowing outside emails in, okay? Everything will be recorded. Yes, I see that question in the chat. So the general session is recorded and all the college meetings will be recorded.
Okay, Candy, we have 2 questions to above, and one says, it does not matter what grade we are in, right? We can have a portfolio review.
You're gonna have to check with certain colleges, but my understanding is that yes, high school and EPCC, like,
As long as you have the work, I think.
yeah, yeah. And
then
so, go ahead.
Oh, there's one more question, but if you're gonna finish, I can.
No, go for it, girl.
So this one says, once we go to the 5 colleges, do we have to go to more, or can we leave after we got to 5?
We would love it if you went to more. We'd love it if you went to all of them. But yes, you can if you choose. I mean, today is your day. We're just grateful that you're here. So maybe it's a time constraint thing and you want to go back and watch the videos later if you missed them. Yeah, for sure. And then Diana, you're saying you don't see the links. Does everybody else see the links that I put right now? Not the links, but the handouts, the raffle, the brief explanation, the how-to. Yes, 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 yes. No.
There's a lot of no's.
That's how strange. Okay, so guys, for my no's, don't worry about it. I'm going to email them to you, okay? So no stress, no stress. It's not a big deal. Pretty much, the handout just says what I just told you right now, okay? And then the other thing is how to access the portfolio review sign-up sheet, and that's easy. That's not gonna happen till later anyway. So all you need to worry about is focusing on the presentations today and just relax, You're not gonna miss anything. You're good to go. Okay, any more questions in the chat before we dismiss you to start going seeing the colleges? Yeah, so Adriana saying the files, if you can't see them, it might be dependent on the type of computers that you're using, or maybe if you're on your cell phone, maybe. So no stress, it's okay, you're gonna get them. And you know how to get a hold of me because I emailed you. Clearly you got to this meeting, so you have my email, guys. If you don't get the email from me by Sunday about all the handouts and the recordings, get a hold of me, okay? All right, so I am going to go ahead and let you guys go. We do have our first sessions beginning. So have a great day. We love you, be safe. You're awesome, amazing, creative art students. We appreciate you, and let's get you guys into some colleges and get you some scholarships, okay? All right, have a good day.
Thank you, Candace. Thank you.
You're welcome, bye-bye.
Bye.